Breaking news. The apocalypse has arrived. Are you ready for it? All you've got in your house is stuff or food, preferably with long shelf life, and a waffle iron.
Post-apocalyptic food. Waffle or awful? Hey, I'm Caleb.
And I'm Joseph.
And welcome to the inaugural episode of Waffle or Awful. Now, before the comments start going, let me address the elephant in the room. Hey, Dumbo. No, really, the thing that we want to address is that we recognize that this has been done before, right? People...
Look, we're huge Rhett and Link fans. And the setup is...
This is a familiar setup. I mean, I'm the one with the awesome beard, and he's the other guy.
Hey, Link is awesome.
We love Rhett and Link, and they are an inspiration, and so if you like content like this, we recommend you check out their channels, including Good Mythical Morning, which is where all of their Will It episodes are. But today, our question is waffle or awful with post-apocalyptic food. And we here at Waffle or Awful are actually sponsored by the Blue Door Coffee and Waffles. And the manager there, JC, thank you, JC, agreed to this crazy scheme.
Thank you for letting us do this.
She agreed to this crazy scheme for us to put all kinds of things in a waffle iron. Agreed. So Joseph, you want to start us off? What's our first item in the post-apocalyptic world?
First item of the day. Everybody loves this popular crazy food item introduced in the 90s. I don't know that fact for a fact, but I definitely remember it, being that I don't quite like them. I might get a lot of flack for that, but our first item of the day is the Twinkie.
Now, Twinkies have an incredibly long shelf life. Do you remember, Joseph, they actually took Twinkies away for a while.
Yes,
they canceled
they did.
them, and then they brought them back. I think this was a scheme.
But I never had them, so I didn't really care.
Twinkies have an incredibly long shelf life, and we are going to start today by trying a waffled Twinkie.
Waffle Twinkie. All we did there was put two pieces of Twinkies in a waffle iron and press that.
And one of the things I was super impressed with,
Here's
Joseph,
the results.
I was super impressed with how well things kept the waffle shape.
Yes, well, it is a waffle shape. In fact, there it is, a waffle shape.
All right, well, you ready to try this?
Sure.
All right, I'm just going
to grab our fork and knife here.
You do that. I'm just going to pull it apart here.
I've got to be elegant with this stuff.
You be elegant. I will just eat it.
Oh,
you guys can't see him on camera, but our cameraman, Isaac, and you may want to check out behind the scenes to see his reaction, is going to be trying these items at the same time with us. Are you ready to be so dainty there?
It's a little crunchy.
All right.
Maybe a little too crunchy.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It is good. I took a really big bite. All the cream is totally gone.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, yeah, all the cream is pretty much gone. It's all infused in there.
Yeah. So the
crunchiness of the Twinkie, I guess this dough?
It's a nice kind of crunch to it, and like all of the creamy filling that you were concerned about because you don't like the cream filling.
Way too creamy.
Ratio. Is like I actually can see one of the holes here in mine where the cream was, and I can look in and see that it's like, I think you're right. I think the cream was just kind of absorbed in the waffle process,
which is quite good. It's like an inner glaze. It's like a glazed donut reversed. It turned inside out, and it's super crunchy, which I kind of like.
Yeah. So, you can eat some more of that. Isaac, what do you think? You like that?
Right there.
He's got a mouthful.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your verdict, Joseph? Waffle or awful?
I think that waffles.
I think it waffles.
On the ratio,
waffle.
10 out of 10. Would eat again.
I think so. I think it is definitely a sweet waffle, but I would eat it again.
Yeah.
All right. Our next item, another item that is a long shelf item that has been around for many years in various forms. We went with the classic, the original Spam.
Spam, of course. I'm not looking forward to this.
It's
Is it this one?
again, I'm really impressed how well it kept the waffle shape. I'm a little grossed out by this one, to be honest.
Well, I like Spam, not by itself, because it is, honestly, it's very saucy.
Yeah.
And this...
I mean, I've got this big bottle of syrup here. Do you want some syrup on
No,
yours?
that would contaminate our
Okay, so I'm
process
I'm going
here.
to take a smaller bite this time.
This one you'll have to cut up. It's a little bit hard.
Yeah, but again, that waffle shape, that's impressive.
We'll get a big bite of this Spam here. Yep. Let's cut that.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's just all Spam right there.
I actually kind of like that. I'm surprised by. I'm going in for some more.
If I had something to eat with this, maybe in the breakfast time, I'd like this. Some eggs, some jalapenos, some cheese. Eggs and cheese, man, that's a combination right there.
Yeah, one last little bite there. I'm gonna go
That's
for
some
that
good
one.
stuff.
What do you think, Isaac?
Yeah, that's good. I feel like I want to go for another one, but that was just really salty.
Yeah, I like salty
My
stuff.
mouth is really salty. I'm being super salty right now, but that's my verdict.
All right. But the final verdict on waffle or awful, Joseph, what do you think?
I think waffles.
I think it waffles as well, and I'm surprised, but I think it waffles. Now, as we continue here, I want to point out that a decision Joseph and I made early on in this is that as much as we love Rhett and Link and their Will It episodes, we do not have the same standard that non-toxic equals edible. We wanted to put things in the waffle iron that people would actually eat, because you never know when you might see something like this actually show up at the Blue Door where you can get your own waffles, and they might, I don't know if they're going to do a Spam
They might show
waffle.
up on the menu. You never know. Maybe we'll do a spin-off of Spam as a topping. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? All right.
Anything's possible, really.
What do we have next, Joseph?
Next,
Go ahead and pick one.
Just pick one?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
All right. Whoops. The table's a little... Well, let's just get this one. I've got this one right here available for me.
Ooh, yes.
This looks like
That's
something that we already have here at the Blue Door. Chocolate waffles. But it's not chocolate waffles.
It is not chocolate waffles.
Actually, it is refried beans. And I don't really eat refried beans. And not really fans of... Oh, sorry, guys. So we're not really fans of refried beans, but there's always a chance to try something new.
I do eat refried beans, but normally as a side with some Mexican food, some tacos, some like beans and rice kind of thing. But I'm willing to try it and
now we did have to mix it in with some regular old-fashioned waffle batter.
That's true.
Because we had some mishaps with
we discovered
this kind of consistent texture.
There were some consistency problems.
Yes.
And so to solve those consistency problems, we had to put some waffle batter in with some of these, including these ones. How does it smell?
It smells like a waffle, my friend.
It actually does kind of smell like
That's
a
probably
waffle.
just
That's
the
batter
batter
coming through.
And then there's the beans. I smell the beans.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah, okay.
1, 2, 3.
You know what? They're okay, but I'm not a fan.
I'm thinking I can live through the apocalypse just fine. I got my waffle iron. I got my canned food because I don't really mind this either. I mean it's not something I would seek out necessarily, but in a post-apocalyptic scenario, if all you have is some refried beans and a waffle iron, it's not bad.
Yeah. I'm just gonna finish this piece.
I know we got some other stuff that we're gonna be chowing down on, so I'm gonna abstain from the rest of that one. Alrighty.
What do we have next, Caleb?
So next, this is the one that we had our first mishap on and learned that we needed to add in some waffle batter to stuff. This is canned
Old pumpkin.
yams. Yams. We had to go with yams because
we couldn't find pumpkin, so we went with yams. They're, I believe, in the same family. So
Yep.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you should probably grab yours. So it's a little different. It's got kind of a nice color to it, but it's very mushy looking. So it's gonna be a little bit different here.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, and mine kind of overflowed, so mine's got like this crazy ring around it. Yours is...
Mine's perfect.
Yeah.
Bon appetit.
Man, this one is...
This
one's kind of tough.
Waffle texture of it being kind of tough after it's been left.
This one's really tough compared to the other ones. It smells
really
really
like
good.
Waffle.
It smells really good to me.
It smells like a waffle to me.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Oh, just off my fork. 1, 2, 3.
Not bad.
Really?
It's
trying
got
to
this
see Isaac's
small
face
hint.
here.
It's
a little gelatinous.
It's a little too gelatinous.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a little chewy.
Chewbacca. Chewy.
Yeah. I'm not gonna touch the rest of that one.
That impression should sound more like this.
You like that one?
It's tolerable.
Would you go in somewhere and order that? Like I could see myself
no.
going in and ordering a Twinkie waffle. That was really tasty.
Yeah, no.
But no,
I wouldn't order this.
All right, what's your verdict on this one?
You know what? I'm gonna say it waffles. It's not good, but it waffles.
I'm gonna say awful. It's too gelatinous. It's just a weird consistency. Even with some of the waffle batter that we had to mix in with this one, I'm gonna say awful because
I'm gonna say waffle.
This is worst case in the apocalypse. This is the last can on my shelf that I am eating, and even then, I'm probably just eating it straight out of the can, and I'm not gonna waffle it because that's gross stuff. But all this is subjective. I mean, again, all of it's real food that real people eat. So
this isn't fake food. They're not dough, because we won't do that.
Yeah. All right, our last item. Joseph, you want to introduce this one?
No, I'm good, Caleb. You can do that.
Okay. So there are some items that we're just calling mix-ins because on their own they certainly would not be able to make a waffle. This one looks a little deceptive. You see these little dark spots in it. Some would think chocolate chip waffle. It sounds nice, but remember, this is the apocalypse, and chocolate chips aren't going to last that long.
Chocolate chips are a hot commodity. They're going to be gone from the supermarket as soon as the apocalypse hits.
Those zombies, they love their chocolate chips.
Love their chocolate chips.
This is actually raisins. So, just like a chocolate chip cookie versus a raisin cookie, you want to know before you're digging into this thing what it is, because you're going to be super disappointed if you think it's chocolate chips. But I'm willing to try it. Is that one a little tougher?
It's a little tough. But here we go. Let me show it again. Center cut. Got some good old-fashioned raisins in there.
I got a couple little raisins in there.
No, I have a lot of raisins. This is kind of reminds me of a bagel, a raisin bagel.
Oh yeah,
or like
I can see that.
Something like that. Like a nice breakfast meal. Delicious. My mouth is watering already. Can you believe that?
Your mouth has some interesting tastes.
Well.
All right, you ready for this thing?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My suspicions. I'm thinking of another word, but I can't really. I want to say another word, but I can't say it. I forgot.
I think I am suffering from some cold waffle syndrome.
Cold waffle syndrome.
Cold waffle syndrome. It's been known to happen. It actually there have been multiple cases within the United States where waffles sit out too long and get cold.
Yes,
which happens in the apocalypse, you know.
And you're just gonna have to deal with that because electricity is also a rare commodity.
Yeah. So I'm not quite sure on this one because the raisins aren't bad, but the waffle itself has gotten a little cold, and so it's kind of meh.
That's the consequence of not switching to sustainable energy.
All right. What do you think, Joseph?
GMOs.
What's your verdict on this one?
I'm gonna say awful.
Really?
I don't really like bagel with raisins, and this is pretty much just a bagel with raisins. It just doesn't have a hole in the middle.
I'm going to give this one the benefit of the doubt and say waffle. Like I said, I'm suffering from a little bit of cold waffle syndrome. But I do like raisins. I think if I had eaten this hot and fresh, I might have a different opinion on it.
Maybe
in the
sauce.
Apocalypse, you can't be picky in the Apocalypse. Maybe some syrup. You want some syrup on
that? No. Okay.
All right. So that is our last item of the day. Thank you for joining us for this, our first episode. We will see you next time. Oh, the Twinkie? Yeah, that was tasty. We will see you next time as we discuss some more waffle foods. Until then, just keep your eye out at the blue door. You never know when one of these items is going to show up. And thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. And come again.
Oh, wait. I just remembered. Isaac has set up for us some extra cameras that are capturing some stuff that you cannot see right now. We also are going to have some other stuff available, a little bit of behind the scenes. So if you want to
see how we made our stuff,
Isaac, I don't know where you want to put this in post, but there's going to be a button somewhere here.
Click the link below.
Or it might be here.
Or it's in the description. Everybody should read the description.
That's right.
Because that's important. Nobody
Stay classy, internet.
Anymore.